What are you doing for your veto speech tomorrow?
Fuck, I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I mean, I guess a joke is the best thing to do.
I guess the best way to go about this is be funny.
She's not taking it for herself.
No, she's not.
I got fucking grilled about it by the doctor.
Did you?
Like, could it do anything?
Same. I know. Because I thought about it, I was like, maybe she... And there's no fucking way. There's no way. No way she does it.
I could say you approached me about not girls and things.
Shut the fuck up.
I could do that one. That'd be fun. And I'll be like, joke's on her. I'm not even a girl. That's my favorite. That's a good one. I might do that.
Scottie, please put on your microphone.
That's a good idea. If I don't think of something else, that's going to be what I do. I have a penis. I'm not a girl. That's a good one.
It's not funny.
That's funny. You're laughing. That's funny.
I'm not laughing.
That's hilarious. I'm going to go to the hemp.
What the fuck is our life, Scottie?
I'm telling you, I'm literally the joke of the show.
No, you're not. I am.
I'm telling you, the questions that I was being asked was like, are you all right in the head? Those were the questions I was being asked.
You are not allowed to talk about production.
This is interesting. Oh, man. What else I got asked? Oh, I probably shouldn't tell you what else I got asked because they just yelled at me for it. I did get asked about you a lot.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
What about?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. What about?
Was Haleigh sad?
Huh?
Was Haleigh sad?
No, it was all stuff like, because I've told Tyler that I'm smitten with you. I've told you I'm smitten with you.
Oh, my God.
They were all stuff like that.
What'd you say?
Mm-hmm. I'm not telling you what I said.
What?
I'm not telling you.
You're
I
mean.
can't talk about production.
Were you mean to me?
Was I mean to you?
Yeah, you were like, fuck her. She just voted me out. I can't fucking stand her. I hope she loses. I hope she's the next one who follows me.
Oh, that's what you think I said. Maybe that's what I'll say next time.
Stop. Scottie, can we just get a power? Can you?
I wish.
We need a button. Or a box.
Okay, Tyler says, I don't really know what to believe anymore, but Tyler says when I went out, they were really loud. Like, the people were really loud.
They were really loud.
He said that they were the loudest that he's heard them.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear them at all.
No. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
It's fine.
I didn't know how to.
Did it hurt? Yes. But, I mean, I did my fair share of things that I regret that week.
At least neither one of us can vote against the other this week.
Unless there's some kind of power, or Casey uses the veto, not going to happen.
Maybe she does. Maybe she'll use it. I'll ask her. I'll ask her really nicely.
Can you please use the... I don't understand that. Phil asked me, I'd be like, why didn't you ask her? I'm like, hey, you should use the veto on me.
Because, Bess did. She told me about it.
Where is he?
He left.
Is that a good strategy? Do you think it's a good strategy to be that upfront?
No.
Me neither. Especially when they're trying to like, hey, you want to try this, you want to try this. I was like, last week I tried a bunch of stupid fucking shit. How'd that pan out for me? Oh yeah, I got voted out unanimously. I'm literally on the point where I just gotta ride the ride.
That's also the point that I'm at. The thing is, regardless of who goes home this week, I feel like the next one will be next week.
Unless they win HOH. I was supposed to win this one.
I was supposed to win this one. And then neither one of us...
Rockstar and Bailey are not going to be happy with me. Especially if I walk back in. The next one, they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, guys, I fucked up. Again.
They'll watch me get the shit beat out of me.
This is kind of like a lofty comparison. But I'm actually, gameplay-wise, position-wise, I'm in a very similar spot that Nicole was in. Like, to a T.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, how?
Yeah.
Well, I'm as far as like battling back and then being on the block, but
Her season was spent with her being
Christine
ripped between Christine and Hayden. I had that with you and Tyler. The only difference is I had Steve go home in the first week, which is why I got in that position to begin with. If Steve just would have stayed after week 1, I'd be in a completely different position. I was so fucking thirsty and desperate after he left. I was a thirsty hoe.
I don't understand why me, you, and Tyler couldn't all just be on the same page. That would have been way cool. Been a lot cooler. You fucking hated me. Fucking loser. Such a lame move.
I also asked him about that week 1 thing. And he was in the similar thought that it was a square, not a triangle.
What square?
The square. Remember how I told you the way Rockstar said it was that you liked Tyler and that Caitlin liked.
I did not like Tyler.
You gotta tell Rockstar that.
I did not. Why the fuck is she even... Where is that coming from? She and I never even spoke about this.
But one of the 2 people in that jury house told me that was the square.
It was more... If I had to describe it in a shape...
It doesn't have to be a shape. You have a better way to describe it. Is it person 1 and person B?
It would be... more of a diamond.
The same amount of corners and sides? What? So two of you are closer to... So these 2 are closer together, I guess, in theory, and these 2 are further apart?
It would be more of a... more of a cone.
A cone?
That I'm not part of. So the tip of it is Caitlin, and then on this axis, on this...
Plane?
No.
Edge?
The fuck?
Circle?
No. What is the path planets travel? Don't tell me.
Oh.
Don't. Revolution. No.
Revolution.
Is it?
No, ellipses.
Ellipses. That's what it is. And this ellipses are Fessy and Tyler.
Fucking cone.
Well, like it's the bottom of the cone has 2 planets on it.
Okay.
And the top of the cone is Caitlin. I am another planet on my own little axis.
Why are they all saying
ellipses
you're involved?
over here. And then Caitlin's gravity just fucking sucks me in. Now, we're more of a double bonded carbon that I can't fucking get away from, connected to 2 oxygen atoms. So, think of it that way.
That's much more complicated.
That is square.
She also talked to me about the All Girls Alliance meeting
Okay.
and how Casey said that she doesn't eat men. I thought that was funny. Mm-hmm. Which that whole thing was still very confusing to me.
What?
Because she finished describing it, and I was just like, "So you were trying to get me out?" And she goes, "No. We were trying to get to 8 with Fess being with 2 girls out and Fess still being there." And I was like, "Okay, so you're trying to get me out?" And she was like, "No, you were going to be the other guy." And I was just like, "The fuck? It sounds like you're trying to get me out."
That was a terrible, terrible idea. Wait, when did Casey say that?
No, Rockstar.
When did
Rockstar
Casey
and
say I
Bailey.
don't eat men?
Apparently, she said it during the meeting.
What meeting?
You guys apparently had some meeting. I don't know if it was during my I think it was during my HOH, where it was every girl except Sam.
Where the fuck was I?
Rockstar says that you were there.
Where was it? Where was the meeting?
I don't remember.
During your
You told me.
HOH.
It may have been in the HOH room.
Oh.
I don't remember, but Rockstar told me that meeting happened. And she was like that you, her, and Rachel were like all about it, and like everyone
Me,
else
her,
was
and
saying-
Rachel had a conversation about it. And I talked to Angela and Casey separately about it because they brought it up. But I never talked to everyone all at one time. We never all got in the same room. Unless I just fucking blacked out. No, there's absolutely no fucking way that happened. Because that would mean Caitlin was there. No, it wouldn't. Caitlin was already gone to your HOH, wasn't
No,
it?
she's gone the week after. 'Cause
Yeah,
remember during my
there's
HOH,
no fucking way.
she got super paranoid and that whole thing happened.
You know, that never fucking happened. Fuck, where was I?
I debate all the time if I should have made a different move during my HOH. And I bounce back and forth.
I feel like
whether or
I
not
should had.
I think that it was the right move.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a wrong move. I just question if it was the best move.
Mine was definitely wrong.
I got asked about that too. They were like, man, you stuck it right at him. Da 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 da.
Mine was wrong. I should have been smarter.
I should have won that hacker. I have a lot of should have wons.
I'm so fucking mad at Fessy. He did this to himself.
I'm telling you, he came out. When he came out, he looked at me like I was going to hate him. And he apologized. And I was just like, dude, it's all good. Are you dumb? Yeah. But
You were the only fucking person we had. Like, we were all we had. All three of us.
yeah.
And now, one of us is leaving again.
Also, I found out about the plan that I guess Bailey had when you were the hacker to keep me on the block against Tyler come eviction night.
I know. You should have seen how I was trying to maneuver around that fucking one. Because no one knew I was the hacker
No.
while they were talking about this. I just took you down and put Tyler up.
You had already done it to that point? Or was it
Yeah. I had already done this, and they're like, let's just get Scottie back up there. I'm like, what the fuck? This literally negates everything that I just fucking did. But I couldn't say that, because then how do you explain to Rockstar, hey, I wanted Scottie in this game over you? How does one describe that?
I would have, because then if that was the plan beforehand, then you would have taken her down and put Tyler up.
Yeah, why wouldn't I just put y'all next to each other?
That would have made that veto very different.
Yeah. But I never would have. I didn't want you. That's the thing. I didn't want you there.
I didn't want to be there. Thanks.
I didn't want you there. I did not want to lose you. And that's why when Fess made that, we literally, when you watch this back, I don't think I've ever fought with anyone in this house. I know I haven't. Fights. Literally fights. You will regret this. This is the dumbest thing you've ever done. I've seen you do dumb things, but this was a dumb move.
No, he legit apologized to me when we were doing the battle.
Yeah, he should. And I told him this was I told him, I was like, you think that Scottie's against you, this is in your head, blah, blah, blah. You're going to end up sending home the one person that is loyal to you, and these people that you think that you're going to please or make happy will take you out of the game. And I said that, verbatim. It's going to be on the TV. It's definitely going to get shown.
Damn, and that's what happened.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, all fucking week, I don't like that I've had to do this, but they've been like, I got rid of Fest for you.
Yeah.
I just had to be like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Coming in, my plan was to, assuming that you were both here, was to make them think that I still want a revenge.
Mm-hmm.
But
To realign.
not fucking, there's not a chance I would have done it.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we don't have any moves to make.
Nope.
I'm not worrying about it this week. Fuck it. I'm just going to enjoy this week.
If it's me or you. Unless we went HOH the week after. I don't think that they're thinking about jury votes.
I don't think they care.
Because if it's the 5 of us in jury, we literally pick who wins.
I know. They don't care.
Yeah, I had a half-baked conversation with Angela about it. She's just like, I don't know.
What'd you say?
I was just like, well, the 3 people in jury right now don't like you.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Scottie? I can't fucking stand you. How did that go? How did that come?
She's just like, I know they paint this image of me, da-da-da-da. And that's when...
You should have heard Fess's speech. I forget you haven't fucking heard it.
No.
Holy shit. He stands up. I have nothing bad to say about this beautiful girl that I'm sitting next to. RHOH, however. And I was like... He didn't tell me he was doing this. He told me... Because we were talking... I asked him twice. I was like, have you worked on your speech? No. Have you? Yeah. Can I practice it with you? So, he says... I didn't realize how spoon-fed you actually were until you started talking about your Range Rover, how you had to wear a ring on your wedding finger because so many guys hit on you, how anything in this game can be handed to you because you have these people on a leash and you have been entitled your entire life. Turns to Sam. Sam, during my HOH week, Angela came up to me and said, all you do is complain, you're very rude, you're abrasive, and you need to go see the block. Brett. And told Brett,
Angela's been doing damage control with that because Sam was having that conversation with me today, and Angela came in and was trying to do some damage control with it.
Brett.
I've also used it though. I've also been like, yeah, man, this is the one who told me to say what I said.
Yeah. What? About what?
When I was doing the veto thing.
What?
My veto speech.
Oh. Are you cold? You're shaking.
Am I?
Yeah. And then turned to Brett.
I mean, I wasn't a hot tub.
Brett, during my HOH week, I was concerned about where you were voting. But Angela told me not to worry because she has you on a leash. Turns to Tyler. Tyler, you should know that the same thing that happened to you the first few weeks is happening to you again, but with a new pretty girl. Literally says all of this, and I'm looking at Julie. And he says, I've never lied to any of you. I've been real since day one. I don't want you looking stupid on national television. That's it. And sits down. And I was like, and then Julie was like, Haleigh, now it's your turn to speak. I was like,
I am shaking.
yeah.
I don't know why. It's because I'm like not straight.
It's because you're wet. Yeah.
No, you're wet.
No. Yeah, that was his speech. I was just like,
all right, I'm staying.
and then when we heard ding dong, I'm like, if Fess walks back in this fucking house, was he going to hug us? He's going to walk to the fucking have-not room? Like, in my head, I'm like, how am I going to tiptoe around this?
HOH room was really awkward
Oh,
beforehand.
it was bad. And just like tearing up, crying. I'm just like looking forward.
It's for them especially. I was the best person walking.
No, I know. But for me too.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, literally anyone that came back, I was fine. I was fine with coming back. I wanted it to be you or Fess for sure, but I thought I'd be better off with you for several different reasons, and especially after that speech. I'm like, please don't fucking let Fess
Fucking
walk.
busted it.
Yeah, and it would have all been perfect.
If we won that HOH.
It was so close.
Or if Fest had not put me up.
Yeah. Or
In Brett's GBM, he apologized to me for doing that.
no, he did not. Are you fucking kidding me?
He said, sorry I had
Did he
to
say
do that."
why?
Yes. He said it was because he didn't want to get backdoored and he wanted to play for the veto.
It's fucking crazy to me. Did anyone else talk about their GBMs? Did any of them stand out to Rockstar or Bailey?
Oh, Rockstar was like, these people were fucking mean to me. Angela's to Rockstar, which I actually told Angela about this. I was like, I heard about your GBM to Rockstar. Our GBM to Rockstar was, I heard you think I'm an entitled little girl who gets whatever she wants. I guess you're right, because you're no longer in the house.
What? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Do they not give a fuck about jury?
I was like, fucking savage. Damn.
What else?
Brett's was something to do with, because Rockstar came in here last second and was like, if you still want this Mr. and Mrs. Smith alliance, just vote for me, da 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 da. And Brett, I guess, like, agreed to it at that point, but his GBM was just like, I guess Mr. and Mrs. Smith is broken up. I gotcha. And some other stuff like that. Rockstar was like, these people were not nice to me. She was like, the obvious people were nice to her.
I think I cried.
Festus, to me, he's going to feel really stupid about it, because he did the...
If it walks like a duck, it looks like a duck. You
Scottie,
said that.
everyone's always blaming you for fucking everything. Well, if it waddles like a duck and quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. And I don't remember, I think the line after that was like, sorry, not sorry, or something like that. And I was just like, that played, and Julie's like, what the fuck do you think? Well, after, I was just like, well, Haley's significantly smaller than everybody else in these fucking videos. Like, even JC's
You said
like,
that?
yeah, that was literally my first reaction. Because, like, even with JC's, it's like close up to him, so he looks bigger.
And mine's small.
Yours, like, is like panned out here, and you're like, this little tiny thing. And after that, I was just like,
Did everyone laugh?
I don't know how everyone's reacting to me. I said, I didn't hear them when I went out.
Oh. What was mine? I think that's the thing is, I don't know
I
if
didn't
they
see the
showed
crying.
you.
They didn't
If
show
they
me you crying.
showed.
It was literally just saying that I've always been on your side, and that you were gonna miss me or something like that. It was very basic stuff. Why did you say more?
I did.
What else did you say?
Well, if they didn't show it, there's a reason.
Well, it's probably because they think they didn't. Sam's was something along the lines of, Scottie, you're the unsung hero of this season. Edit, and like every other word was like edited. So I don't even know what her message was because every other word was edited.
That's weird. That's really weird.
But I'm the unsung hero, she said, of this season.
What does that mean?
Not sure. I was just like,
What does that mean?
I'm the joke of this season.
Unsung hero.
So what was the rest of yours?
I talked about how stupid Fessy was. I talked about...
And you cried?
I did cry. I can't believe they didn't show that.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't show that because I wouldn't have liked that.
I said, you're one of my people, you're my person. You're one of my
You are
persons.
not allowed to talk about your diary room.
You had so many final
House
twos.
guests.
What do you mean?
You had a final two with Bailey, you had a final two with Rockstar.
I didn't have a final two with Bailey.
Oh, she said you did.
I didn't have a final two with Bailey.
Oh, she was under the impression that you did. That's what I said when I said Hales and Bales. She said that was the name of your final two.
That's the name of the skincare product we were coming up with.
She says it was the name of your final two.
We never came up with the final two. Me and Rockstar never explicitly said it was a final two. We just had a two-person Slitherpuff.
And they also said you had a final two with Fess.
Did not have a final two with Fess. Where the fuck are they getting final twos from? The only person I've ever said, are we in a final two, was the person sitting next to the block right now.
Dang.
And look how the fuck that worked. Me and Rockstar
I've had two.
Me and Rockstar kind of explicitly knew that, like, Slitherpuff was, like, unspoken final two in our heads. What?
It's just funny because, like, you hear all these things and then it's just like, no.
No, I never, ever, me and Hale's Bells was the name of our makeup skincare products.
It's funny.
And I never made a final two with Fessy. Ever. I was under the impression him and Bailey had a final two.
Oh, they definitely did.
They had to.
Mm-hmm.
Did she not tell you that?
Not explicitly, but it was inferred.
Yeah, I was under the impression they had a final two. Whatever. No.
They actually told me that at the beginning. Who was it? Best Swaggy Bailey approached Angela, or they were all in a room together, and they tried to make a final four. Angela, I guess, said, no, I don't trust Swaggy. Left, and then those three made a final three.
Okay. That makes sense.
But that would be dumb because now Angela would know about that. Why would they never do anything about that? Why would they never address that?
I don't know. Why have any of the moves that have been made?
No clue. He's chasing down a bug.
Well, Scottie, let's just enjoy this week.
Then if I get voted out, I might see you next week. And if you get voted out, I'll probably see you the week after that.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have to vote for one of them to win this thing. Fuck.
Nope. There's gonna be a button. I feel
You're convinced there's a button?
There's a button.
You're starting to turn into a rock star.
There's a button.
You're turning into a rock star.
There's got to be a fucking button. There's got to be a fucking button.
Oh, and Rockstar is not happy with Sam.
No shit.
When I went in there...
I'm so pissed at Rockstar for her talking me out of putting her up. So pissed.
We've had that happen a couple times with people, where the people should other people up and they didn't. We've had that happen a couple times where people talk people on our side not to put other people up. 'Cause that's what happened, I guess, with Bailey Vigil. You said that Fast talked her out of putting Jason up. What was I going to say before that, though? Oh, yeah, when I went in there, and they were disappointed I was there, which I was shocked to see how disappointed they were that I was still there. And I was like, and we were talking, I was like, well, I was the one that would keep you Rockstar. She was like, what? Because she said that when she was on stage with Julie asked her, and she was like, I don't know, probably Sam. It's like, no, I was the vote to keep you. And I was like, it cost me. Either the vote cost me or my big fucking mouth cost me.
Regardless, they're going to see that whoever stays has majority of the jury and send that one home. I don't know if they're that smart, though. I don't know. There's a button. It doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know. They gotta think that... You would think one of these people would have that thought, that they would want to take one of us to final two, because we'd only have 4 votes. The other 5 people there, they're not going to vote for either of us. They'd vote for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're smart enough to see that, though. I don't know. Tyler, where I'm at right now, like I said, I've been told that I'm the pawn. But Fess was apparently also told that he was the pawn.
Who told you that?
Tyler.
When?
After I got nommed.
Did he really? Did he come to you and tell you that, or did you go up to him?
Neither. We were just kind of hanging out when I came out.
And he said that.
And he also whispered it to me when he hugged me. Right after noms.
Well, that sucks.
But I also don't know if I believe that, because before the competition happened, he told me that he wouldn't put me on the block.
Yeah. That sucks. Well. Boo. Either way.
Either way, we fucked. What were you yelling about earlier before Brett came out here?
I don't remember. Something about how much you suck.
I fucking suck. So much. You should be embarrassed to be out here with me.
I'm not. I am not, Scottie.
Also, I got another talk about how he was right about you flaying me. I had another one of those talks.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's never going away.
That's so annoying to me.
That's never going away.
So annoying to me.
Yeah, that's one of the things I think Fast underestimated, because he's like, I never talk game. I don't ever talk game with most of these people, because that's the talk I get. Not only that, but he also said in his speech that no one knows where my head is at. Literally every time anyone has ever asked me,
You're very honest about it.
I've given them an answer.
I know.
Well, it's literally to a fault. I open my mouth up to a fault. Oh yeah, those 3 juries, they hate you, Angela. My mouth is literally my biggest problem in this game. Week 1, y'all can't fuck with me and Steve. We ain't fucking touchable. I ain't voting. Sam's like, who you voting for? I was like, I'm keeping Steve. She was like, oh. Every time I asked her that, I felt like it broke her heart more and more. She asked me like 3 times. Every time I was like, Steve. And then talking to her, she denies ever telling Rockstar that she was going to vote for her. She says that she was approached about the All Girls Alliance thing. There was a third thing too. I don't remember what it was. Oh.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi. What's that?
I don't have my glasses on, but is it beer?
Maybe.
Come on.
Where did we get beer?
Scottie, you can't have any.
I can't have any.
Come on.
Thank you, guys. We love you. Yay.
We'll continue this.
If I don't eat shit.